Knock knock gamers. Ooh, it's time. It's time to get juicy. Ding dong. Hi Cash. Hi everybody. You juicy juicies. I don't know. Hi, welcome on in. It's Wednesday. It's been a minute since I've streamed on a Wednesday, and it's been a minute since I've streamed, period. I don't even know when I last streamed. Was it Sunday? Perhaps, actually. Anyways. Ooh. So much has happened since the last stream. Let me tell you a story. So on Monday, I started the current course that I'm doing through the employment center. It's actually like a social media storytelling, social media tools, stuff like that. And it's actually been really fun. Like the first day off the bat, we were like looking at data, and we were just like writing little reports on like what stood out to us and stuff like that, our interpretation of the data. And then today we did that specifically now we're like honing in on specific socials. So we're actually starting with LinkedIn, and which immediately is like, oof. However, like I actually learned quite a bit about LinkedIn. It's actually one of the social medias that has like the highest ad reach. Apparently it's really good to get a job. Who would have thought? So yeah, we're kind of locking in on LinkedIn this week, and then I think we're honing in on different platforms as we go along, which should be very interesting. And yeah, I also went to the book fair yesterday, which was why I didn't stream, because I wanted to catch the juicy sales, and I got myself 2 books under 20 euros, which was very juicy if you ask me. Very, very juicy. I made a short about it, so you probably, if you've seen that, you know what books I got. But I got Red, White, and Royal Blue, and I got this compilation of like stories and art by a lot of queer writers and artists called Proud, which looks really cool, and I'm very excited to get into it. So the artist that did Heartstopper is featured in there, so I'm really excited to get to know to get introduced to other authors and artists and stuff, so should be very juicy. But yeah, what are y'all up to this week? What are y'all been doing? You know, something random, something that I actually almost did today, but I didn't. I've actually been playing the old Sonic racing game. I've been playing Sonic in Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. I've been playing that ever since the open network for the new racing game came out. I've been playing that like every day. Hey Sky Reaper 1, how's it going? You came in just in time for the juiciness to begin. We're just catching up, so let me know what you've been up to and how your week is going and such as. You went to Sculpture Gardens. Ooh. And the viral Buckies. I feel like I've heard of that. Isn't the mascot like what is it? What is it called? I forget what is it called, but the a beaver. That's the word. That's the word. I'm glad you're doing well, Sky Reaper 1. Not to be confused with Sky Reaper 2 or Sky Reaper 3. Very important distinction there. But yeah, I've already... Let me drop some social media lore on y'all that I just learned today. So... Apparently, suddenly I'm Wendy Williams. But apparently, social media algorithms, the way they work is when you're new to a platform and you start posting, the algorithm or the platforms are designed to give you kind of like a pretty decent chance. As far as like your organic reach, right? Like the amount of people that get to see what you put out. Interestingly enough, a lot of them will purposefully reduce your organic reach so as to try to incentivize you to give them money for you to pay for your content to be pushed out through ads. Another way in which you can support them that doesn't involve spending money is using those platforms. So the way your stuff is gonna naturally... The way that your account gets favored in social media apparently is like if you comment on a lot of people's posts, if you follow people, if you engage with other people, if you share their content, if you are generally just spending a good amount of time using their apps and all of their apps' features, because it's kind of a way for the algorithm and for the platforms themselves to kind of get something out of you. So it's like if you're not giving them money, at least you're giving them what they want, which is, you know, your attention. And for you to spend time at their platform and for you to, you know. So I found that very fascinating because I'm usually a lurker on social media. When I'm not posting, I'm lurking. So that gave me a lot to think as far as like, okay, I should probably lurk a little less. I should probably, you know, find it in me to comment on people's posts and to share them and to, you know, be social on a social media platform. Who could have thought that that would have been beneficial? But yeah, that's just a little droplet of info that I got today about like general social media good practices, I guess. So if you know, if you want to work on your social media presence, I guess because I'm doing a course this month, you'll get to hear just like little droplets of info. I haven't tested this information yet because I just literally learned it today. But you know, maybe it will help you, so that's great. Anyway, in any case, are we ready to get into Digimon? Today is actually a very juicy situation because we're starting the Giga area. So we're starting a brand new area. We, over the last few streams, we've completed the mega area. So we went all the way from Beginner City to Junk City. We defeated everyone in our way. And now we're here at the Giga area. And we're gonna get into the Dark City. We're getting dark, we're getting gritty, we're getting juicy and scary. So let's get into it. Oh hey, Warmon. I knew you'd come. I won't lose in this arena. I'll show you my various Digivolve levels. Even if I lose, you'll never defeat Ken. So go ahead, make my day. The battle arena is now open. Well, I guess we're gonna defeat this Worm again. For the 1000th time. I'm gonna confess something. I did go back into a previous battle arena because I really wanted to play this game a few days ago. And I don't even think I won anything decent, but I just wanted to confess that. Anyways, this arena is for my various Digivolved levels. You better think twice if you think you're gonna win like last time. Oh, which time? Because I've defeated you multiple times by now. I'm going to make sure you don't reach Ken. I'm really serious this time. Right. Are you ready to battle? I won't lose. I will prevail against you. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Let's do our Flamer deck. Sure. Oh, this is the Get Serious deck. No more playing around here. Okay, thanks. A lot of my great cards right off the bat have to be discarded. Who's Ken Masters? That completely went over my head. Okay, this is a little bit of an issue. But we do have a card that can change Gatomon's specialty. So I think I'm going to keep this hand. Just because I don't want to discard a lot more cards, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do that, and hopefully it will pay off. Also, yeah, at some point we got Gatomon, so there's that. Oh, Kuwagamon. If own level is lower, okay, that's good. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for Circlina. I don't really intend on healing. They're probably not gonna use. Why would they use that? Also, why would you wanna change HP when you have more than me? Anyways, sounds like someone is not very serious this time. Oh, Ken from Street Fighter. I didn't know he had a last name. I didn't know he had a last name. He has like a red outfit, right? Oh, Ken. Hey, Barbie. I'm so sorry that I just did that to you all. Okay, I am kind of scared of that card, so I'm just gonna use this just in case. Oh no, I don't know what that did. I think that either changed both attacks to circle or both attacks to triangle. We're gonna find out soon enough. Okay, triangle, I can work with that. Ooh, things are looking mighty juicy for us. And we got a partner win. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that Digivolution card. They can go to Ultra real fast. So I do not appreciate that. Okay. I'm going with Circle. They're probably going with Circle as well, so I've gotta get myself healed up. I don't want to risk them not using Circle and then me not being able to, for that card to work. So I would rather do this and then, you know, maybe, hopefully, we'll make some time until maybe, hopefully, we can change Gatomon's specialty, or at least keep Gatomon alive as long as possible, right? If Barbie's Ken would come up to me for a fight, pretty sure I wouldn't want to face that either. After all, it's probably an eldritch horror animating the doll. Yeah, and like hard plastic. A human-sized Ken would be quite terrifying. Okay, if they don't increase their own attack, I should be able to survive it by healing again. So wish me luck. And then, you know, worst comes to worst, I will try that other card that takes away their points if they use the same attack as me, and then hope for the best. Anyways, it's a new month, by the way. I completely forgot to mention at the top of the stream. Happy September, juicy people. What is September looking like to y'all right now? Is it back to work season? Is it back to school season? What is the vibe? Are you working on any particular projects right now? Are you what are you doing? What are you looking forward to this month? Ooh. Okay, I don't like any of these options, really. Well, this one is fine by me, but this one I don't like. Well, they're gonna defeat me anyways, so I'm just gonna hope for the best. I'm just gonna use that and hope for the best. Shit. Well, I could have... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I could have countered them. I could have, but I wasn't expecting them to use X or triangle rather. Maybe they anticipated that I would use that card, and they were like, okay, we're probably gonna use circle. It's probably gonna be a whole thing. I should have done the counter and then that, and then maybe hoped for the best. But the chances of them using X were very low. In any case, I'm ready to Digivolve into Bomber Nanimon. I almost said 90 more. More of the same on your side. There's a bunch of games coming out that you're looking forward to. Ooh, like what games? I've been not very good at keeping tabs of what games are coming out and such as, so you're gonna have to forgive me. I guess there's nothing to really forgive, I guess. Okay, I won this round, that is. It's confirmed. Layer Null's full release is coming this month. Hell yeah. Post-game content. Very good. Very juicy. You've been learning stocks. You're trying to make some money. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not qualified to give anyone monetary advice. However, Revolut has a robo investment kind of thing that I feel like could be pretty juicy to get into. You basically like input like information of like, you know, if you want low risk, high risk, whatever, and they kind of manage that for you, and you just like You can put in like a very low amount of money and keep adding to it. They also have like a savings account that, I mean, you don't get a lot of return back, but it's still something. But yeah, definitely do your own research. I'm not qualified to give advice on any of that and such as. Okay, own attack becomes triangle. I don't know why they would use that. Own HP becomes 10. Own attack is doubled. Okay, that is a problem. So I'm going to use my triangle attack because I don't want them to reduce mine to shit. And I'm going to lower their circle to 0 because if they want to double their attack, they're not going to kill me. Not on my watch. And I think I won this round because their health has gone to shit. The new Sonic game got you kind of hyped. I know. I got really excited about it when I played it on Sunday, I think. Silk Song. I've heard of that game. Alabaster Dawn. Ooh. Oh, a demo coming out. Okay, I like that. I love checking out a little demo. I every once in a while I read the Edge magazine on excuse me, on Press Reader because I get it for free with my library card, which you should get a library card, everyone. And I love when they talk about a game that I'm excited, that like I get intrigued and excited about, and then I look the game up and it's like, oh, there's a demo. Like, I love that. Love that. Okay. First Digivolution down. Ooh, okay. Juicy new cards. A hyper pack. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's probably a few other things. To be honest, because gaming is kind of an expensive hobby, I haven't really kept up with like any upcoming releases or anything of the sort. I feel like I've gone through phases where like I've like really dived in and been like, okay, what games are coming out and all that stuff. Like I would be part of the discussion and kind of like hype train, but not really recently, to be honest. Ah, I lost. I'll digivolve to Stingmon. You're going down. Be prepared. Okay, I guess I'll just fight you again, but you're taller now. I've waited long for this day. I'll destroy you with my new and more powerful Black Storm deck. Your little tricks won't work on me. You're the one digivolving a bunch of times. I'm just me. I'm just slaying. You must hit me head on. Okay. Are you ready? Prepare to meet your doom. Oh, spiritual successor to Crosscode. You did talk about Crosscode last time as well, I think. Yeah. Black Storm again. I love that. Love the deck names this guy has. Well, already with a shitty hand. Oh no, there's a Black Storm again. Whatever that means. I like both of these. But I'll get rid of you because I want to digivolve soon. And if they don't fuck me up entirely, I can just use this and kill Black Gatomon on my first turn. Yeah, that's what I have to do, or else it's gonna kill me, so... Oh, wait a minute. They already increased my... I thought that card was gonna increase their attack, not mine. I wouldn't have used that card on myself then, because that was kind of overkill. 1,000 points. I certainly did not need that. Well, that was an interesting decision on their end. That was an interesting choice. Okay, still hasn't digivolved. If both attacks are the same, discard 7 cards from foe's online deck. Okay, that's very shitty. Discard and then give... Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. I don't even know what to do. I think I'm just gonna try to like take their circle attack away from them to see if I can somehow get out of this alive. If they used any other attack, Biomon is dead. So we're about to find out. Is Biomon dead? Biomon is in fact dead. So tragic. Very tragic. Died so young. This arena is kind of creepy. Okay, we're tied. I don't like that. Okay, I'm send. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't really matter. You're going in, and then you go in there, and we get Birdramon. That's right. I hate these. Both of these are so annoying. I have to go with Triangle. I can't risk any drama. I'm gonna heal myself just in case, or at least try to, because I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. They just like halved my health or something like that. I'm glad I healed up. That's annoying. You know what game that I saw that looks really cool? I don't remember the name. Hold on. I literally don't remember the name. That's embarrassing. But it's this like it's this game that is about like superhero. It's like a superhero call center. God, I don't remember. Hold on, let me let me open Steam. I literally can't remember the name. I just download. No, I didn't download. I claimed it. The demo. It's called Dispatch. It's it has some team members on it that made games such as The Wolf Among Us, and such as, and so it's looking rather juicy. It's like it has this like really cool animated style to it as well. And it's also like about superheroes, which is pretty neat. So that's one that I've seen recently that I really want to play the demo of. I might go through the demos that I have claimed on my Steam library, because I don't want to download them all and run out of space. So I just claim them. I just add them to my library and never play them, like, you know, a freak, I guess. But I might pick out a demo or two, and every once in a while I might do a stream for like a game that I find interesting or something. So if that's something that you think you'd be into, then definitely let me know. Okay, both of these are annoying, but ultimately they can't kill me. So I think I'm keeping these guys. I'm using triangle, and then I'm adding... Okay, that shouldn't... Yeah, that shouldn't affect the outcome of this situation. Okay, I won. I won the match. Yeah, I'm not very good with names unless I'm like extremely obsessed with something and I memorize the shit out of the name. There's no way that I'm getting it down. I kind of struggle with it sometimes when I do like a game from when I do a stream for a game that I have been gifted or something like that. I have to like triple check the names of like the studio and like all that stuff just to make sure I don't screw anything up really fiercely. Because yeah, names are not my gig. Oh, I got a new fire card. That's fun. Love that. I admit defeat. Your skills are impressive, but I'll armor Digivolve to Shadramon and I'll defeat you with my Digi Egg of Courage. Okay, girl, sure. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna get you this time. I'll show you the true power of my Digi Egg of Courage. I'm gonna make this your last battle. Okay, I literally defeated you like last week. Are you ready to experience defeat? Let's get it on. No, thank you. I would rather not. I would rather not get it on with you. If I can have a say in that, I would say no. Evil Fire revived deck. Okay, girl. Okay, this is an interesting hand. You go in there. Okay, Shadramon. Ooh, that's a new card. Can Digivolve regardless of own specialty by adding 20 DP? Ooh, okay. Okay, that's fierce actually. You're not above making fun of times people misspell something or mispronounce something. I'll also go along with people doing the same. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just go with it. I just think it's fun. It's also not that serious, you know what I mean? Oh my god. I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something right now. Speaking of things that are not that serious, right? I made a short video where lately I've been doing this thing where I take like a ranking filter and I do a ranking of like which blah 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 can say the F slur, right? As one does. And so I did one for Sonic characters and I was like, which Sonic characters can say the F slur? And I just like threw it in there and I was like, oh, Tails can say it because he's Sonic's boyfriend. This person came into the comments mad as hell and they were like, Tails is like 8 years old and Sonic is like 13. Why would they be even boyfriends? Sonic is not even gay. And I was like, I promise you this is not serious at all. Like, I promise you this is not at all serious in any shape or form. Like, imagine getting so upset at somebody for making a silly little video about, you know, fictional characters. Like, what are we doing? Anyways, sometimes YouTube comments get wild. Sometimes YouTube comments are something. The F word being fast, which every character in Sonic can and should say, if you think about it. It also reminds me of a different time where I made a video of another ranking of K-pop idols. That time was of K-pop idols, and I was like, which K-pop idol can say the F slur? And this first, or the F word, I think I said. And they were like, oh, so-and-so has cursed before. They curse all the time in their song. No, they didn't say curse. They said they say it all the time in their songs. And I was like, oh, I sure as hell hope they don't. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm talking about a different F word, babe. I am pretty sure we're not talking about the same word. So there's that. Do I try to kill them in one turn? Do I try... I think I try to... I may not be able to kill them in one turn if they heal. So I'm just gonna use this. And hope for the best. Hell yeah! Yeah, I think some people just like take their fandoms very seriously, or they take a video that's clearly not that serious into like a serious thing. Like I would understand it if like I legitimately did something hurtful and, you know, triggering, but like as a gay person, I am literally just making a joke about how I'm allowing certain people or characters to say a slur that's directed at me. Like it's very silly and not at all serious, and yet here we are. Anyways, let's start working on digivolving, shall we? If they don't use any card that's like truly terrible, then okay, then I think I won. This doesn't make them go first or anything, so we're good. We're good for this round. Oh no, not that. You referenced Bridget's meme. I wouldn't know what that meme is, sadly. In a Guilty Gear stream, that's wild. I love Guilty Gear characters look so fierce to me. I'm just not good at the game, but I love how it looks. I love looking at it. Oh yeah, you did the thing. You did the thing you said you were gonna do. Okay, if they do that, that's really annoying. In any case, I think I won. Is Bridget a Guilty Gear character? I don't know the lore behind that one. Oh, yes. Yes. I hate that word. Ugh. Yay. Victory. Look at that. So many juicy points. Ooh. Okay. What? I'm still not good enough to beat you? This is my last chance. I'll show you the power of my Digi Egg of Light. There is no escape from me. The next battle will be your last. Make a note of it. Okay. They're just changing Digivolutions like one, changes underwear. Quetzalmon, very fierce. This is my final Digivolve level. I'm the powerful Quetzalmon now. I'll show you no mercy. The ancient gods have already decided who will win. Me. I'm not fighting for Ken anymore. I'm fighting for me. Let's begin our battle. They're like, at this point, I'm over it. He's like, at this point, I would prefer to just defeat you just because my ego is shattered. Okay, so they made the they made the character canonically trans. Hold on. Bridget's story has always been they wanted to be more manly, not for anyone else but themselves. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not what trans people do, right? I mean, no. It's. I guess it depends on the person. But I guess they just wanted to kind of. I think what they did with that character, just off of what I'm gathering from what you're telling me, they probably wanted to course correct a little bit. They were probably like, this storyline is a bit not great. So, like, let's just make them canonically trans. Like, somebody who was assigned male at birth, but identified as a girl. So they were so she was raised as a girl. I don't really see it like that. I see it as like them course correcting a story, like an old harmful trope and turned it into something that can properly represent a community that sort of saw themselves represented in a, because if you have to think about it also, well, you don't have to, but you can think of it in the perspective of someone who's trans, and at a time in, when Guilty Gear was out, I don't know how old this, like, I don't know how long this character has been around for, I guess. But you can think of it as like a community that hasn't necessarily always been represented in media, especially in a good light. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that Bridget was, from what you're telling me, not necessarily the best representation, but still representation regardless, right? As you know, you can imagine, there were probably players of Guilty Gear back in the day that would play as that character because they were like, oh my god, I see myself in this character, right? So I do think there's something beautiful about them, as in the developers, already seeing that the trans community, I'm assuming, probably already had this like connection with this character, and they were like, let's just make it canon. Let's just make it a thing and get rid of the weird trope of like, they're actually a man. Got you. Like, because that's not what trans people do. Trans people don't exist for the purposes of tricking people into sleeping with them when they were like a man all along, or, you know, whatever. So as a queer person, I do see it in that light. I can, in a way, understand the argument of like, you know, this character didn't necessarily need, but like they could have just had another character portray that kind of storyline or whatever. But I don't know. I do think that honestly, it's really nice to see a studio, or a game studio kind of course correcting and be like, you know what, let's make this right for the trans community. Because I know you're saying that like kind of a part of the appeal for Guilty Gear is that the characters are kind of wacky, and I think, you know, they can probably make that character wacky without their identity being tied to the wackiness, if that makes sense. So that's how I personally see it. There's already a character in the game that transitioned fully, who does make sense to transition. Yeah. To you, but again, if there's already, I don't know the Guilty Gear community like that, but I would assume for them to do that is because there's been kind of like an outcry from the community to be like, hey, can you make this character canon, since they are kind of representing the trans story, but not in a great way, and for them to probably be like, oh yeah, sure. and I think that's cool. I think that's, I don't see it as censorship. Yeah, I just think it's course correcting, you know? I just think it's okay for people to admit, if they believe so, I think it's okay for them to be like, you know what? I don't love how I did that a few years ago. I'm sorry. Let me do something different with this character. And that's how I see it, you know? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't always like necessarily love to be in like a debate kind of headspace, because sometimes I'm just like, I'm just here to play a game. I'm just here to play a game. Can I just play a game? But I do think I do like to share the point of view of a community that I can represent in a way, right? Of course, I don't speak for the entire LGBTQIA plus community, but you know, I can give my 2 cents, and I can give you a perspective from the community, kind of, sort of, but you know, everyone will have their own opinions, thoughts, feelings, and concerns. I think I would see it as censorship if they made the character a cis woman, a cis girl, right? Um, I think it would have been censorship in the sense of like, oh, they just made her a cisgender girl so as to not upset anybody. So I personally would see it being politically correct if they were to go the safe route, which would be to just be like, hey, or to either not change the direction of the character, even though it could potentially harm a specific community because they were afraid of the backlash it would get, or, you know, either way, right? So I actually think it's, especially in today's times, I do think it's quite a brave stance to take, to be like, no, this character is trans, actually. And to kind of stand on that ground, I think, honestly, it's kind of beautiful. Because we're at a time where, you know, a queer person breathes and all of a sudden there's like an entire web of people that are like, you're trying to, you know, convert people, you're propaganda, and death to woke, and all this stuff, right? And I think in these times like that, I do think that it makes for a huge difference as a queer person. Like I'm saying, like, it makes a huge difference seeing like a company make a stance like that and be like, no, our character is trans and we're proud of that and we love that, and, you know, we're glad to course correct on something that maybe we could have done better, but we didn't because it was the 90s and we didn't know any better. And I think there's something to it, you know? I think there's something to it, but, you know, that's just my take. When you say the activists, you mean specifically in the Guilty Gear community, or just in general? I think I'll be fine. I mean, I definitely see activism as a form to uplift voices that oftentimes can be ignored or not always you know, like, I do think it's important as a community for the LGBTQIA plus community to kind of be united, you know, even if, you know, somebody is a lesbian and they're not trans. I think it's still beautiful that they can kind of uplift the trans community, and they should uplift the trans community as the same way as, like, me as a non-binary gay person can, you know, uplift queer people of color, and even though I'm not a queer person of color, you know what I mean? Like, I do think you don't necessarily have to be part of a community in order to speak on behalf of it. But, you know, I do think that activism is very important, especially in the times that we live in today. So, yeah. Yeah, I can't agree with you on that one either. I don't think the acronym is that bad. I feel like there's worse acronyms out there, and people have no problem with them, but it is what it is. I would prefer now to not talk about this anymore. But yeah. I don't, yeah. Hey, Cash, you're eating pie? Love that. What kind? I have nothing more to say. Our battle is over. I have no regrets. Actually, I feel great. Sorry I couldn't do any better, Ken. But Ken, you'll be okay, right? I hate to leave, but I have no reason to stay here anymore. Goodbye. Oh, it's the Digimon Emperor. Ha ha ha, so you're finally here. To what do I owe this pleasure? I'm so surprised that someone as weak as you has made it this far. Well, maybe I'm not as weak as you think. Warmon, you're so useless. You couldn't even stop a weakling like him. You're just a useless bug. How could you say that to someone who fought so bravely for you? What? You're a fool. Useless bugs are useless no matter what they do. Can't you even understand that? You're a jerk. Love that. Do you even know who I am? I guess idiots like you wouldn't know. Hey, will you shut your mouth? I love our sassy little protagonist. What did you just say? You call yourself Digimon Emperor, but I don't think you're all that. Do you care to explain? Well, tell me what you've accomplished so far. Nothing, right? Your Digimon were the ones who did all the work. Oh, I get it. You stink at card battles, don't you? Would you like some cheese with that wine? Rubby Boot is eating him up. What? You little... That's enough talk. I'll show you how to card battle. Oh god, I hope I don't get beaten up after saying all that. You're going to show me? You don't understand what you're saying. Didn't I tell you to shut your mouth? It's time to battle. Come on, let's rumble. You won't get away with this. Work. Whipped cream, cookies, and cream. Ooh, give it to me, please. Your job is hitting on the dessert. Oh my god. Coconut cake. Oh my god. Ooh. The other day I had, they called it a checkered red velvet slice. So it was basically like, it had like little squares of like, I think it was vanilla cake and red velvet, but they were like, you know, doing a chess-esque shape. And it had like chocolate, white chocolate frosting. Ooh. It was so good. It was so good. Yeah, this exchange is quite something. I won't lose. We'll see about that. You're gonna regret ever coming here. Also, we've been at this arena for an hour. We've been at this arena for an hour. Oh shit, the music changed again. Binding chain deck. Uh-oh, not the S&M deck. I don't like this. Oh, he has a lot of ultimates. Okay, girlies. Let's go for it. Both players if they do that, that's very silly. Discard 5 cards from own online deck. Boost your own attack power by 400. So I have to kill you on my first turn, which I can't. Oh, I should have gone with Agumon. Well, that's okay. Because I will try to heal. Yeah, I'm gonna try to heal myself and not die. Oh no, they're gonna kill me! Okay, I'm gonna lose on the first turn. That's wonderful, actually. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I'm trying not to. But unfortunately, this first round is over for me. And because I went first, they're going first now, and they're probably gonna digivolve. Okay, they're not. Okay, I can digivolve. Oh, I love the digivices from this era. If own specialty is darkness, boost your own attack power by 100 and recover HP by 200. Oh, that's a really good card. I was looking for a downfall. I was like, okay, what's the twist? But there's no twist. It's just a good card. Okay, damn, I hate this card too. Okay, which one do I want? I want you. Tyrannomon. That was very Power Rangers like. Tyrannosaurus. So depending on what card they use, I am kind of screwed. They said, I'm going down, but you're going down with me, bitch. Because this card is not gonna, they're not gonna kill me this turn, but they might as well, they might do so next turn. Okay, I see Ken is here to play. It would be so embarrassing to lose now. After so much shit that we talked. But it could happen. It could happen. The positive is that we've gotten a bunch of cards. So, you know, not all is bad. Oh, they have so many cards to take away my precious points. Holy shit. Yeah, you gotta believe. I think this should be fine, even if they use the green cards. which they didn't. I feel like I'm gonna be dangerously close to death. So I don't love that. I must admit, I don't love that. I fully died. I thought I was like close, but not. I should have drawn a random card. He's winning. Oh, I'm armor digivolving. And they can take away my attack, which is very unfortunate. I'm gonna try to play 3D chess here, and I'm gonna use my counter. Because if they take away my attack, at least there's a chance that I can take theirs away or take theirs from them. So there's a chance I can still hit them without them hitting me. And they just got rid of their cards that take away my attacks. So hopefully this was a really good play. Hell yeah. Okay, that was a really good play. Thank you. Thank you, Heart of the Cards. They might digivolve though, which might constitute a problem. For me specifically. So they can't kill me if they use that. Opponent support and option effects are voided. Okay. So they can... They shouldn't be able to kill me. So that's good. I'm certainly not giving them a reason to, like, destroy me. If they used circle, I'm gonna be dangerously close to death. And this time I looked at the numbers properly, so I shouldn't die. Also, I've seen this battle in the anime. I've seen these two fight it out in the anime. Oh, they didn't use circle, thank God. Not that, you know. That was incredible. Oh, shit. If I try to heal, they will probably nullify the effect of my card. So I hate that. But I am attacking first, which gives me a huge advantage. It doesn't matter. If they win, I die. Oh, fuck. I'm scared. Okay, hopefully I'll win this round. Yeah, they're gonna use that, so yeah, okay. Okay, I won this round. We're gonna be tied, and they're gonna go first, and I have like 200 health, which is not good. Not even 200. Oh, I'm worried, y'all. Oh, I'm clenching. Can they get like a really shitty hand? Can their Heart of the Cards get a heart attack or something? Yeah, I'm on the verge of death, girl. Oh, of course you're armor digivolving. Why wouldn't you? If they use one of these, if they use this one for some reason, and they use circle, I win. If they use triangle, they win. So we'll see. You know what? Fuck it. If they used... I could have done a random card, actually. That probably would have been better. I hope to God they used circle. They didn't. They won. God damn it. Well... an attempt was made. And just like that, I've died. R.I.P. to me. Sad. All of my hard work down the toilet. I just had to believe more. You're right. Once a loser, always a loser. No matter what you do, let this be a lesson to you. Don't even think of bothering me again. Ha 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 ha. Darn. I'm not gonna let him get away with this. I've gotta beat him. Yeah, we do. We do. I will save the game. Because we did get some good cards. I think. At some point. So we're gonna be looking at those. We're gonna be looking at those. Well, that was extremely unfortunate. So let me look at my newly obtained cards. Did I get any new rookies? Let's look at the fire cards that I got. Okay. I should probably get rid of some cards. Like this guy. Not very good. So I'll replace him with like another Digimon. This guy is okay because he has an okay effect that can be good. So does Muchomon. You have to be in here because I want you to level up. Okay, as far as rookies, I think we're good. Yes. What are y'all looking forward to this monthina? Change own specialty to fire. I don't love Bomber Nanimon. So let me see if any of the new guys are better. Own circle power becomes same as own HP. That's interesting. Marimon. I need to look at... Okay, the HP is giving Juicy. So I think I'm replacing this guy with Pydomon. I am afraid if I pronounce that in any other way, it's going to be weird. It's a Fire Angel guy. Fun. I don't know if I want... Meramon is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna remove Birdramon. Maybe I can replace Tyrannomon with Birdramon, just to have a little bit of variety, because sometimes attacking first is a good one that we can use. I don't think I have any new ultimates. No, I do not. Sadly. I don't think I have any new option cards either. The new Digimon game, right? Oh my god, another one that I would like. Apparently we'll be able to use Digimons as mounts in that one. Oh, that's fun. Traveling to LA, Disneyland, or World. Ooh, fun. Sleep and start some kind of weight loss routine. I'm a juicy girl. Yes, you are. Come on, juicy girls. It's so good being a juicy girl. Yes. So many wonderful things. I'm not trying to look at it as like a weight loss journey per se, but I definitely need to be more physically active for sure. Okay, I'm getting rid of this guy. I'm adding this guy. I'm getting rid of this guy and adding this guy. And I think this will be a little better. But yeah, I definitely want to be more physically active. I spent basically now, because of the online course that I'm taking, I spend a lot of time sitting down in the mornings, but we do have like a 10-minute break every hour, which is pretty good. So I did some squats during that, because I was like, okay, I need for my legs to be doing something, anything except for sitting right now. So okay, I'll take this. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you when I say that I don't love what I see when I look in the mirror, right? But I also don't want to portray the message that, like, you know, I don't want to be pro weight loss just for the sake of, you know, weight loss, right? So, you know, with that being said, though, I'm definitely more interested in the health benefits, because, you know, our human bodies are always gonna be fluctuating when it comes to weight. It's a very difficult goalpost to achieve to, right? Because it's like, if you idealize a specific number on the scale, then that can get pretty tricky. So I think looking at it as like living a healthier lifestyle, but that's what works for me, is kind of something that I can kind of reframe in my head to be like, okay, this is not about losing weight necessarily. This is not about anything in particular necessarily. It's just being slightly healthier than I was yesterday. Trying to make healthier choices. Doesn't mean cutting a specific thing out of my diet forever. Doesn't mean, you know, is it the optimal way, healthiest way of living? Probably not. But, you know, at least it's somewhat sustainable. Okay, they have a thing where they can double their X attack, so if they use their X, then I'll be able to counter them. They didn't for some godforsaken reason. But that's okay because I had a backup plan. Yeah, moderation is a big one. Gotta get to walking. I know, like, yeah, just like walking around yesterday, to be fair, the entire afternoon, my legs were like not great by the time I got home. So I was like, yeah, I need to like walk more. Okay, we're digivolving, y'all. We're becoming a veggie, that's right. And because I'm going first, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Ooh. Okay, I want this one. I shouldn't be as stressed as I am because, you know, it's only going to get really difficult when we get to Ken at the very end of this arena. But yeah, it's tricky, you know? It's really, really tricky. But yeah, good luck on your journey, on your health journey. Like, earlier this year, I was on like a daily basis kind of thing. But once I started the sewing course, everything just sort of shifted, and then that ended and I was home for a bit. But because I lost the habit, it was way harder to get back into it. So I never kind of did. So there's that. If your own level is lower, switch HP with opponent. Okay, that's fucked up. Change own specialty to darkness. Both attacks are both HPs are halved. Okay, I don't like any of those options. The good news is that if they switch HP with me, any of those outcomes, I shouldn't die. So that's great. I'm gonna use Biomon to guarantee that I will kill them, no matter what. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Like, I think, like, over time, you just, like... Yeah, you just... As you lose the habits that you once had, it's, like, so much harder to get back into them, for sure. Like, I would say, like, maybe a year or two ago, I remember, like maybe not a couple years ago, but like at some point, like, you know, walking somewhere wasn't like a huge thing, right? But now it kind of is, you know, so it's very tricky. Okay, I like the cards that I've got because I can heal myself. They shouldn't do that because that's bad for them. I think I'm gonna use my circle attack, but I think I'm gonna play it safe and just use this one. Oh my god. Okay, depending on what they did, I might be screwed. Depending on which attack they picked, I could be screwed. I think I'm screwed. I'm dead. Alright, I see you. I see you. No need to taunt me. Oh no, please. Oh. Not the best outcome here. Hate that. But I will kill you. However, I will kill you. They might discard all my cards, but it doesn't matter actually because it's my last. It's my third victory out of 3. That is so fucked up of them to do. I'm gonna discard your entire hand. Like, damn. I guess I didn't answer my own question about what I'm looking forward to this month. The big one is the social media course that I'm taking currently. Like, it should be, I'm already learning interesting things right off the bat, only 2 days into it. So I'm really excited to like learn more and more as we go and to potentially apply what I'm learning into my online journey, right? And step up my YouTube game and my TikTok game and Instagram and such as. That's the main, I would say that's the bigger thing that I'm most excited for and looking forward to. Because the course is gonna end before the end of the month, so that's gonna be something nice to, one, keep me occupied. I'll earn a little bit of money, which is always good. And yeah, that's kind of the main one for me. Okay, boost your attack power and your health by 200. Okay, I can just use circle. Why didn't they heal themselves? Hello? Okay, I won the first round, I guess. Okay, sure. Thanks. Yeah, that's the main one. I have another therapy appointment. Oh, right. I also, there's Music Bank Lisbon happening, which is a K-pop like concert where it's basically like a music show they have in Korea, that they kind of do special episodes, like special one-off episodes in various cities around the world. So they're doing one in Lisbon, and I'm attending, and there's like 5 or 6 groups attending, or artists rather, because there's a solo artist in there. So I'm very excited about that. I keep forgetting that's happening because I bought the tickets so long ago. But yeah, that's happening before the end of the month as well. Okay. I don't love my options here, but I will work with what I have. I don't think I'm in like real danger, so I don't think I'm gonna use this, because I also don't want to get rid of the chainsaw, because the chainsaw is a really good like, okay, I'm attacking first, I need to get rid of you stat. So that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, I'm really excited. I forgot I had that to look forward to as well. This is a rather juicy month. I used to hate September because it meant like going back to school. But this one is pretty exciting. Because I feel like it's the, you know, that's when a lot of places start to hire for Christmas, and you know, like yeah. It's kind of a new beginning, if you will, for the unemployed girlies. There's like new courses coming around. There's like new potential opportunities. So it's a nice era. I am a little worried about what, if they do that card and I use triangle, it's kind of a wrap. Because then I guess it won't be that bad. But I just won't be able to heal. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, sure. I don't need to do a thing. I don't need to do a singular thing. Okay, that's 2 wins. Very juicy. I'm also cooking up a potential little series, maybe. I just thought of something as I said that, because I'm kind of going back and forth. I've had this idea that I want to do something for a minute, but a part of me is like, I don't want to commit to like doing a specific thing, like, you know, every Monday or every Wednesday or, you know, what have you, right? But would y'all be interested in the concept of me like doing a series, but oh yeah, I need to do that, of me doing a series that doesn't happen on a regular, like it doesn't happen at a specific day, a certain amount of times a week or anything of the sort. I know I'm being very vague, but I don't want to reveal what the idea is. Not that it's anything groundbreaking, but just for my own sake of like, if I don't say it, then I don't feel like I already did it. So I will do it. But if I do say it, my brain almost ticks it off as like, you did that, so you don't need to do it actually. Which is odd, but that's my brain. So let's say, for example, this is not at all what the plan is, but let's say, for example, I wanted to do like a marathon of like all the Final Fantasies. For example, this is not what the series is. It's not even a marathon, but it would be kind of an ongoing series. Would y'all be upset if I played like like today I play this, and then, you know, tomorrow I play a Final Fantasy game, and then I kind of go back to this or a random other game, and then I go back to the series, and I just sort of do it at my own kind of pace, like whenever I feel like it. Like I could do it straight for a week. I could do it gay for another. But I could do it like every day for a week if I felt like it, but then I could, you know, do a one-off times here and there, I guess. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing with this playthrough, that I didn't mean to make a playthrough out of it, but I'm kind of doing it. So I guess it's not that different when I think about it that way. But does that make any sense? I hope it did. I hope it did. Yeah, no harm in trying. You're right. That is very true. Cause yeah, I think it could be I think it could be a fun thing to do a little series. Even if I'm not quite certain of, like, you know, the scheduling of it all, right? Okay, I don't like this. I don't die if they use that, but it would be really bad. Also, I kind of need to convince myself that, like, just because I start something doesn't mean that I have to continue with it. Like, you know, there's shows out there that get canceled after an episode, right? So, you know, I could announce something as a series and then be like, you know what, I actually prefer to... This is not going the way that I thought it would, so maybe I will change this format a bit or something. So, you know. There's also that. Yeah, testing the waters. Okay. All of these are bad. So I love that. However, I am in a really bad situation. So I'm gonna have to use my X attack and hope the heart of the cards can help me out here. You know what? Not what I expected, but I will take it. Not what I had in mind. However, this will do. You know what I also thought? I could do a series on the Loki without telling you that it's a series. I could have a series in mind without being like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like a whole thing. Like, I can just, like, you know, write that down for myself and be like, okay. Anyways, I should be able to digivolve. Correct. Ooh, a Meramon. That's right. Okay. I just won this round. So let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate that. But anyways, that could be something that could be fun to do. Without, you know, giving anything away at all. Ooh. Okay. I don't like whatever they're cooking up, so... Oh. Okay. I don't like that either. Okay, at least they won't attack me, which was the intended... the intended result anyways. What's on your play... Not your playlist as in, like, what you're listening to, but, like, what is on your, like... You're either currently playing or you're playing it after the game that you're playing currently. Ew. That's such an that was such an ugly way of wording that. What I'm trying to say is, what are you currently playing or planning on playing soon? Took me several years to get there, but in the end, I did. Okay, I'm winning round 2, which is very juicy. We love to see it. I am... As far as me, I honestly have no idea. Like, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed off stream. Wildly enough, I like play it while I listen to a podcast or an audiobook. I don't know. So that's happening. Okay, both of those are fine by me. I don't think I'm in danger. So I think I'll play it. I'll keep it cute for this turn. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely games that I want to play. I don't know if I'll, you know, I don't know when that will happen, but, you know, I want to finish Metaphor Refantasio. I want to continue... I almost said Claire St. Clair. Not Blair St. Clair. Blair Obscure. Jesus Christ. Not Blair St. Clair. Anyways. Blair Obscure. Expedition 33. Wanna get... I was gonna say I want to get my hands on that, but I have played, like... I played that for about, like, maybe 6 to 8 hours. And I loved it, but unfortunately, I took a pretty big break since I last played that, so I'm either gonna have to start from the beginning or I'll just pick up from where I left off and hope I remember the story. But yeah, those two I definitely want to like play all the way through. Um, oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah, yeah, whatever, dude. I think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna save here. I don't know. No, I'll go for it. I was gonna say maybe I won't have enough time to do both. I mean, I'm 10 minutes away from ending the stream. So I might as well just end it now. I might as well just end it now. You bought Clair Obscur recently, but you didn't get around to playing it yet. What I played, I loved. Like, I really, really loved it. Like, the art direction, the... like, the real-time mechanics of, like, it being a turn-based RPG, but you can, like, parry in real time, or you can, like, dodge, or you can do, like, you know, almost, like, pretty similar in a way with, like, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, where you can, like, and, like, Paper Mario and stuff, where you got, like, you know, real-time things to, like, zhuzh up the experience. So what I've played I loved, but unfortunately I took like a little break from streaming in general at that time, so yeah. But I would like to stream again at least one more time this week. It's already Wednesday. I don't have the course tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll stay at home tomorrow. I might go and do something. If I don't go anywhere, I might stream tomorrow. If I don't, I don't know what things will be like in the afternoon for Friday, because I have the course, so I don't know what the task that I'm gonna, because we usually get like a task for each day, so I don't know what that will be on Friday, so I'm not sure how much time I'll have in the afternoon. I mean, at the absolute latest, either Saturday or Sunday, I should stream again. But I would like to stream at least one more time before the week ends. So we shall see. We shall see about that. So stay juicy. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. And yeah, I hope to see you next time, whatever I end up doing then. Bye.